What's up, ladies and gentlemen? And you're welcome. Welcome back to Two Beers and a Whiskey, the only podcast you need to listen to on a Sunday night. I'm one of your hosts, Seth Slakehouse. And to the left is Pedro, the Pastor, Carrasquillo.
How we doing?
And to my right is Watson, the Tomato Can Thompson.
Mud flap. I still like
Weak.
Mud
Tomato Can is a horrible name for a boxer. They are a boxer who loses every fight, and they're mainly used for setups for good boxers to warm up for another fight.
Yeah, the fact you had to explain it makes it not for me.
Well,
It's for people who are in the boxing world like me.
Yeah.
You know,
good to know.
Oh, are you? How many titles do you have?
like 4 at least.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah.
Where do you win those at?
The WBC.
Canada, New York City, Alaska, all the big ones.
Who are your opponents?
Gregory James the Fourth. I fought Mike Tyson a couple times.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali. I was there.
So, fun fact. With now, are you boys familiar with at any point in time with like pro wrestling?
Yeah.
So, the Intercontinental title.
Okay.
They invented this title, and the backstory they gave it. I forget who the original Intercontinental champion was. I forget his name, but they said he went and won a tournament in South America and won the belt and just came back with it.
That's amazing.
But literally, they just invented the belt and put it on him.
I always wondered why it was called the Intercontinental title.
Yeah, no idea why, but fun fact.
They retired that belt, didn't they?
No.
Still a thing?
Yep, still a thing.
I remember like when I was watching WWE, like that, the United States Championship and like the lightweight championship, they meant nothing.
Nope, they still mean nothing.
Yeah, they're just like, everyone's like, oh yeah, I'm the U.S. champ. And it's like, well,
See,
who cares?
I remember the days where they were the WWF, and the U.S. title was in WCW. That's
I thought the World Heavyweight title was in
no,
WCW.
that was also both the U.S. title and the World Heavyweight title were in WCW.
Maybe
Color
because,
me 30.
Maybe because WCW was better.
No, in fact, they're from Georgia, and like everything else, they failed.
Yeah, they did fail.
The Falcons, the Bulldogs,
They were bought.
WCW.
This way because they were bought by the WWE, and once the WWE bought them, they had this like really like it was cool at the time, but looking back, it was so staged. This invasion arc where they would go crossing over shows and like it was really dumb.
Yep.
But
It's weird. Do we know someone from Georgia?
We do. We know one particular disappointment, along with the Falcons and the Georgia Bulldogs and WCW. And the Thrashers don't exist anymore.
Austin Eller.
Love you.
Today we're drinking Jim Beam Budweiser Copper Lager.
And it sounds fucking disgusting.
Pedro said it's good.
Pedro would honey dick us into that.
I'm not really worried about it.
Oh yeah.
If it's like dragon's milk, you will worry about
No,
it.
see, because I paid $27 for this case of beer, and for $27, I'm
It
satisfied.
smells like regular Budweiser.
Yeah, it smells like rain.
It's very smooth.
Yeah, smooth as fuck. Outstanding. Love it. Watson didn't like that.
I'm gonna have to. I just chewed gum, so.
Watson thought he was gonna be able to chew gum on the show.
Yeah.
Axe that idea.
Yeah, 86 to that.
So I got a story, gentlemen.
Hang on, real quick. What fucking whiskey are we? What whiskey?
It's a surprise.
Okay.
It's probably crap. Anyway, so I decided we wanted tacos tonight. For whatever reason, Watson was too good for tacos. He ate Hamburger Helper. I don't know why. What is your problem with tacos?
I love tacos.
Why didn't you eat tacos tonight? You see, here's the thing. Watson was on board with the tacos until I said we were getting them from Taco Incorporated, and then he was like, "No."
See, which
No.
leads me to believe.
What's your beef with Taco
Yeah,
Incorporated?
do you have beef with Taco Incorporated? Is there a backstory there?
No.
Why didn't you want tacos?
I've never eaten there actually.
Oh.
So
I want to
So why didn't you want tacos from Taco Incorporated tonight?
because we had the beef in there we wanted to make.
You made.
He was thinking about it until I said taco, and there's something he's hiding from us.
No,
This is why you're a tomato can. Anyway, so I couldn't find they were closed, but I was like, I know they have a taco truck that runs late nights, and I was like, let me just go see if the dude's there, because the dude that runs the taco truck lives behind my dojo, and his taco truck is always parked there. So I drove past my dojo, saw the taco truck was not there. I was like, there's a taco truck somewhere in this town selling tacos right now. So, because of that, I then drove all over Lock Haven looking for this taco truck and was unable to. I drove past the bars. I was like, that's a great place for a taco truck. I drove up to LHU, no taco truck. I drove all like through the back of the taco place, no taco truck. There's a taco truck somewhere out there right now.
See, now I
I
feel like
was unable to find it.
I feel like there's a poor marketing on this taco truck because, like, wouldn't you? If anything, granted, Lock Haven's not big. You could drive
Did you try Facebook?
Yeah,
That's what I was going to. Like, why don't they have like a Facebook or a Twitter where there's like, hey, we're here.
they have a Facebook, but their Facebook just said our taco truck is going to be serving late tonight at our normal location.
Huh.
Where is the location of the taco truck?
Maybe he went to get gas. Maybe he went to go get tacos.
Then I think they used to run behind CVS.
Behind CVS?
I think so.
I didn't check there because why would I check behind the CVS? There's a lumber company back there.
And maybe people laying down the wood.
Yeah,
want
weird.
some tacos.
Anyway, so I go to Wise and I get $40 worth of taco stuff. Just went crazy with it. Did you have any of the coleslaw or the macaroni?
I haven't. I was going to after the show.
That hurts.
Why does that hurt you?
Yeah, it's because I got I wanted just to have a nice taco night. And you did.
I ate 4 tacos.
Anyway, so I go to taco stuff and I go up to this lady's line. The lady that works at Wise is out of control. I just gotta say, no, we're not throwing any shade.
We haven't thrown shade in a long time. Why you got a honey?
Maybe
like that?
even tossing some love. I don't know.
Okay.
She's just out of control.
So you don't know how you feel.
I don't know how I feel because she's so happy.
Oh, okay.
She's like, I pull up. She's like, "Hi, I'm Hannah, and welcome to Wise," or whatever the fuck she said. And she was just like smiling, like talking like super fast and like happy the whole time. And this is not the first time this has happened to me with this girl, gentlemen.
So you think she's legitimately happy? It's not a show.
Yeah, she's like legitimately happy,
Now,
but
is this
like
an
too
older
happy.
lady?
No, she's like maybe 21.
She hasn't been jaded yet.
No, but
Okay.
that's the thing. Like she's so. It seems like she took 8 doses of Ritalin.
Maybe she did.
And then like snorted a whole bunch of cocaine. She's like, I just found out I'm pregnant. We've been trying for years, happy all the time.
Okay. Okay.
That's a hell of a comparison.
like at any point, I expected tears to come from this girl's eyes and her just to be like, "We've been trying forever,"
Mm-hmm.
But it's like 8:30 at night. I'm trying to get my taco stuff, and she's just like talking my ear off, big smile, like super happy. Like, cut the shit. I'm trying to get these tacos. I just drove around Lock Haven for a half hour. But at the same time, I'm like, don't cut the shit. You do you, taco lady.
Don't you change who you are.
Because it was probably like a breath of fresh air. You know what? Someone who's generally happy, and you don't want.
I've never seen someone
Yeah.
this happy working
Right.
at like Wise before.
Yeah, and you know what? Maybe because that was contrary to what we experienced on last night when we went to Ruby Tuesday.
Yeah.
Stressed out waiter in Mill Hall Ruby Tuesday.
Yeah, like what are you so stressed about, man? Like fuck
yeah,
off.
this dude was literally the restaurant was dead, and this guy is just stressed.
Like he had no
stressed
idea
to
what
the
the fuck
max.
was going on. Yeah.
Which proceeded because I like going to Ruby Tuesday because I love their lemonade.
Yeah.
I sat there for
What
20
a
minutes.
weird thing to go to a restaurant for.
Have you ever had Ruby Tuesday's lemonade?
I
No,
don't
you
know.
haven't
I don't know
because
if I
it's
did.
amazing.
Well, when your options are limited on a Saturday night in Lock Haven,
Yeah.
you know that.
Well, they weren't really limited. Like we could have gotten good bar food, but we didn't really feel like going to a
Well,
bar.
it's homecoming. We don't want to go to the bar.
No, we don't.
But anyway, like so we get there, and when you go to Ruby Tuesday, you can expect average food,
Yeah.
average to middling below average.
You kind of know what you're getting into.
Right. Also, side note, when they said the size dirty rice, I don't like the way that sounds.
Dirty.
Yeah.
So what you do? You fucking mash it around with your fucking bowl bag?
Yeah, no, I got dirty rice. But anyway, I sat there, I only got one drink, went 20 minutes with my drink empty,
Yeah.
and they just handed us a check. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He didn't even ask Pedro if he wanted a refill.
Nope.
Asked me twice.
Yep.
Not Pedro.
Yeah.
I think it's because you're brown.
Maybe. Or maybe he looked at me and felt inadequate.
Maybe. I do.
Maybe he had a Samoan steal
You
his
ever just
woman.
like look at somebody and know they're better than you? Like,
Yeah, I do actually. I mean, well, like, not lately.
Got him.
You
know?
walked him into that. That was beautiful.
Not lately. I mean, it's very rare, but. All right, who wants the first topic?
I'll take that bad boy. Give me
Okay.
that, John. Okay.
Give it to you. You got 17 minutes.
So, this weekend, it's been an interesting weekend. Later on in the apartment, watched some shows, and I've noticed we've got way too many fucking streaming platforms.
Indeed.
It's getting way the fuck out of hand.
You want some streaming consolidation?
Yes, I fucking do. Because this is like we tried to watch Titans, right?
Yep.
And you had to sign up for DC's stupid streaming service, where everywhere else it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Everywhere else Titans is on Netflix, and everywhere except America, it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Why don't things just go to fucking Netflix? Here's all I want.
There's money to be made.
I want Amazon Prime Video. I'm
Yeah.
okay with that. I'm okay with Hulu existing, and I'm okay with Netflix. I don't need all these other fucking services.
Yeah, I know.
I was looking at my
This is what killed the TV industry.
my bank statement, and I decided we had to make a stand.
Oh yeah.
So like, just all these asinine services I got rid of. I got rid of Apple Music. Just gonna use Spotify.
I don't know why you fucking have that. It's
Well, Apple
ridiculous.
Music, you can download albums. It's actually fairly convenient. But one of the things
You do it on Spotify though too.
yeah, again on the chopping block. Just stupid stuff. I got rid of. I had a Crunchyroll subscription for a while. Got rid of it. because I was totaling it up, I was paying over $100 in subscription services.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's out of hand. It's out of fucking hand.
Yeah.
Got rid of HBO now. Basically, I get rid of HBO until Game of Thrones comes back.
That's what I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones is like, all right, time to subscribe.
Yeah, and it's just I'm like, I just feel like this a la carte TV that people like want,
Yeah.
not realistic.
It was until everyone wanted a piece of the pie.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
You know, when Netflix and Amazon were the only players in town, we were living in the golden era.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had
Okay.
South Park on Netflix and Family Guy. And I think Family Guy's still on Netflix, but
Is that what we were doing? Golden era.
yeah, it was the golden era.
It
It was
was.
the golden age. I don't know what you're fucking talking about. It's because you don't like TV shows and movies, Watson.
I didn't say
Excuse me.
I was just confirming the
Dick.
title of that period of time.
It was the golden era. You had fucking Heroes on Netflix and Supernatural, and I think Supernatural's still on there, but
Yeah.
it just, and then, fucking Hulu started rising.
Yeah.
But see, I have a subscription to Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, Funimation, UFC TV,
Do you have
WWE
Crunchyroll?
Network. No, I don't have Crunchyroll. Fuck Crunchyroll. So right there, that's like $60 a month I'm paying.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, subscription services.
And now you have one DC. That's seven.
Yeah, I gotta remember to cancel that. Although I don't know if I want to, because I'm kind of into Titans.
Right. But again,
I'm kind of in.
That's how they get you.
yeah, another fucking subscription you
I
fucking
know.
need.
I might. I watch all of them pretty equally though.
Even WWE.
No, that one I need to cancel.
Why do you have WWE?
Because I was watching for a little while there. I wanted to watch The Rock's like 2012 to 2016 run or whatever it was.
YouTube, my friend.
No, it's not the same. Or something. I was watching something. I wanted to watch something, but I forget what it was. Anyway, yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, and it's just like,
Although I still say better than cable because now we have options.
yeah, but and
I
here's the
agree.
thing that infuriates me because with sports, I do this too where I have my NHL subscription, I have NBA TV, and then I get it in the summer for soccer. Due to blackout rules, I can't get the Mets because since we're so close to New York, I have to have cable. And then the NFL has attached
Are
itself.
you fucking kidding? That's a real thing.
Oh yeah! Oh fuck yeah! And the NFL, as you saw, where we were trying to stream NBC.com and watch Sunday Night Football, they only let us watch the first half,
Yeah.
or not even the first quarter. We got to watch, where they're like, "Oh no, we need you to log in and yet another fucking subscription."
Dude, see, the thing is that
All these
like
fucking paywalls. Fuck.
this worries me, Pedro, because it worries me when we get a house. Because right now I'm the entertainer master, right? I pay for all the entertainment in the house, the internet, the TVs, whatever. What worries me is that when we move in, you're gonna be like, I need all these fucking channels. That scares me
Why does that scare you?
because I don't want to pay for sports.
Well, but you're not going to pay for them.
Well, we might end up.
Well,
doing
because
it.
like with the NHL, because I don't use NHL TV through my cable. I also don't have cable. I just have the NHL app on my PlayStation 4. So like I pay for the NHL.
Okay, I'm on board.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that to you.
Tentatively on board.
It literally doesn't affect you.
I don't trust anybody. But yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Although, dude, I'll tell you what. I hate to say this, because I have to look like an idiot. But Titans is surprisingly good.
Yeah, you were 100% not on board with that.
I was so not on board with Titans.
I told you, just give me
Robin-
episode 1.
Dude, Robin is awesome in that show, and the girl that plays Dove, girl.
Yeah, I told you, and because you were skeptical. I'm like, listen, let's just watch the first episode, see what's up.
Still not on board with Starfire.
No, I'm 100% not on board.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever will be.
But the second episode was all dedicated to Robin and
Okay.
Raven, and I was like, I'm okay with this.
I'm gonna have to watch that tonight.
Yeah, it's good. I like it.
Yeah. So, and here's the last thing. Where with these subscription services, I eventually want this shit like where it's more tailored to what exactly you want. Like, I'm okay with the movie industry. Just charge me whatever it is a year. That whatever movie comes out, I can just get it at home.
Yeah, I don't want to go to the theaters anymore.
Yeah,
Pain
eliminate
in the
movie
ass.
theaters. Get rid of them.
Yeah.
Get rid of them.
Oh no, I like going to theaters.
But and you say that, but like when I did have cable, the movie Snowpiercer, I'll never forget that. It was an indie film. Came out on pay-per-view. We ordered it. Had the popcorn maker. We're at home. It was great.
Yeah.
It was great.
Love it.
So I don't like Watson. What about going to the movie theater? Do you like?
I don't know. I guess it's just nostalgia for me.
Nostalgia.
That's weird.
I grew up. That was like a special thing that we go out and see a movie. We didn't do it all the time, but it was kind of like just a special thing I got to do every once in a while. And I don't know. I love going out to the movies.
But how better would it be
No, it wouldn't be
if
for
they
me.
just came at home?
It wouldn't be better for you if like
Star Wars
because
Episode
we're
9
getting
comes
in the
out?
direction of you can do everything from home. What do you have to go out for? And I
It
think that's
sounds
bullshit.
great.
No.
Okay, well, hang
I love
on.
that.
Because getting into that, let's break that down. Let's break that sentiment down. Because
Break it down.
God damn it! Why did we go into this?
Because I see where he's coming from.
Okay.
Where there's certain things where I have an appreciation for going out, like going out and buying a video game. I enjoy that. Going out and I guess going out to eat. Obviously, we enjoy that. But what if you had to eliminate certain things that required you leaving your house? What would you eliminate, Watson?
I don't know. Work.
Hey, listen. If you'd put some fucking effort in here, you could get there.
Yeah. Yeah. In 10 to 30 years.
Maybe.
Could happen overnight.
Could do. I don't know, man. I don't mind going out. I like going out. Like, I hate being trapped inside a house. That being said, like, going back to, like, Netflix, I will find myself lost in something like Netflix. Like, if I'm watching a show and I binge watch it, all of a sudden, I've been watching this show for 16 hours. My day's fucking gone.
Is it though?
Watson ruined Brooklyn Nine-Nine for me. Because, like, he was watching
You binge
it
watch
nonstop.
like a pussy, dude. Commit.
He wouldn't stop watching it. It was every time I walked in the living room, Brooklyn Nine-Nine was playing, and I was like, I can't take it.
Because sometimes when you get into a good binge watch, like you get into a good binge session.
Trust me, I understand it.
But see, for me, like there's certain things like that. If I could eliminate grocery shopping, like if in Williamsport,
Amazon's on it.
if we get Amazon Fresh in that bitch, I'm in there.
Yeah, I agree.
Because like the sheer inconvenience of grocery shopping, where if I could just select what I want,
Yep.
buy $100 worth of groceries, ship that bitch to my house when I get home. When I get home from work, it's waiting on my fucking doorstep. That's beautiful.
I wish we got that like within an hour Amazon drone delivery service.
Yeah.
Holy shit, would that be awesome?
Yeah. Watson, do you not agree with that sentiment?
No.
Why?
Like I said, I think there's too many things that we just stay in for. People don't go out for anything. And
Why do you feel like you need to go out for grocery shopping though? Like that's
Why-
literally one of the
why
most
not?
inconvenient. It's inconvenient.
I don't hate it though.
Do you love it though?
No, but
I hate grocery shopping with Watson.
I don't mind going out. And we see this this argument's pertinent to like live music, playing live music out. Like
That's
that
different though.
But really is it? Because one of the biggest reasons that people do not go out to see live music anymore is because they can pull you up on YouTube.
It's not the same.
Super
It's not the same, but people do it. And one of the contributing factors to that is the risk of a DUI, the price of your drinks that you're going to have if there's
yeah.
a mission. And I get all that.
But
like that very same thing, it is the same argument.
is it though? Because like I feel like me, I love going to live sporting events.
This is all contextual.
If I could, like, when I went to the Winter Classic, it's a big NHL outdoor game. It was played in Washington a couple years ago, and people were like, "Oh, I had a better experience at home." I'm like, "No, the fuck you didn't." I was there, like, in the crowd, and during the cold, drinking, having a good ass time. I'll never forget Troy Bauer scoring an overtime goal. I'll never forget it. I saw it happen, and it's one of those things like, had I been sitting at home, would it have been just as memorable? No. That's an experience of a lifetime. So like with a concert, yeah, you could pull somebody up on YouTube and experience their live music, or like with the onset
Sure.
of like VR technology. Like I know that's gonna be a thing where you can be places with VR headsets and stuff like
That
that.
doesn't interest me.
But like again, like I'd rather be there in person rather than sitting at home for that. That's
So
an
you guys are
experience.
talking about two drastically different things.
Not really, though.
No,
'cause
wait,
YouTube-
you are. Now listen to me.
Or you could let me finish talking.
I'm not done talking. Grocery shopping is a chore. Watching live music is an event.
But we're talking about social media in regards to this. So it is exactly fucking pertinent. YouTube, Spotify, all these other things. And you're somebody who's exactly quoted on that couch that you would rather sit and watch on YouTube or listen to Spotify than go to a live concert.
I hate live concerts. That's why.
But
But I don't listen to live music on Spotify. Or
But say if it was like a UFC event.
don't want to watch a UFC event live.
Really?
Yeah, dude, it's gonna suck live.
But you have that. Oh my god.
UFC events would be terrible live. Are you kidding me? You're sitting there. You're
Well, I
looking.
guess it would depend on
you're
what
looking
the
through a
seats you get.
cage, and you get a better angle from the TV.
I still think it'd be a better time.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I would. I think I'd rather see like depending on who's fighting, but I think I'd rather see a UFC event live unless it's something I really
Even
wanna.
Joe Rogan says it's more fun from home.
Well, because at home, like, you get to have your buddies around. Like when we watch the UFCs and stuff like that, I enjoy it because like we're there. Like if I watch it at home by myself, I don't think I'd enjoy it as much. So it's one of those things like it all depends. I guess that's all relative. But like a hockey game, I'd 100% rather go to a hockey game than watch one at home. Baseball, same thing.
Well, baseball's boring either way. So.
That was like the most un-American thing you've ever said.
Yeah, I don't know. If I can stay in my house for certain things, I will. If I want to go out for certain things, I will. It's like going to the movies is one of the things that I could completely eliminate because I think first off, movie theaters are gross. They never clean those fucking seats.
Well,
and I
our
have
movie
that.
theaters are
No,
gross.
I have that on good authority from Chris, who used to be a manager at The Great Escape. He said they only clean their theaters once a year, the seats and whatnot. And when they turn the lights on, I know this because I sat there way later with a girl one time. Turn the theater on, and the backs of the fucking heads of the seats are like black, and they're covered in like this oil shit that's hardened over time. It's disgusting. Also, you get the fucking person who's on his phone the whole time. You get the fucking loud ass candy eater. You get the little kid who's crying and screaming. And I'm just like, this would be a much better experience by myself.
And I don't.
That's what I want.
I don't disagree there, but I've also been to movie theaters. Like when I went down to Tampa, we went to the I think it was an AMC, and they had a little martini bar there. You go in, they have the leather seats that recline, big like it was a modern movie theater.
AMC bought the one in Williamsport.
Yeah, but like
It's not the same though.
AMC is one of those things. Like so, I guess that's all relative. I think it's all relative to kind of what kind of movie theater you go to. Where like if it's more modernized, like this one was very clean. I enjoyed the experience there, but like compared to like our shit movie theaters, which a lot of you, unless you live in like a major nice city, those of you live in like these smaller rural areas, are gonna get the shitty movie theater.
I just think that there's certain things like you guys were comparing grocery shopping to watching live music for going out, and it's like grocery shopping is a chore. Mm-hmm. Going to live music is a fun event. There's two completely different things. Can we eliminate grocery shopping from my life?
Get it rid.
I would love that. Do we need to eliminate going to live music? No. People like live music. That's fine. And they enjoy that. I don't know that anybody is like, fucking can't wait to get out and go get those groceries today. I need some taco shells. I need some milk. I need some beef.
I feel like with Amazon, if you just, or even where with Walmart, I think you can, certain Walmarts you can like shop online and then go pick it up.
Yeah.
Even that.
I
would settle for that.
If you look at the career fallout, if that becomes mainstream, that's going to be drastic.
Yeah, but those people also have to get actual skilled labor.
Mm-hmm. But where is it?
They have to go. They have to go seek it out. Where like these people need to go to trades. These people need to go get schooling on things that are going to move with the future. So if you're seeing the way this technology is going, being working maintenance and being able to fix things and maintain, that's the way you go. You don't work a job where you're gonna get replaced with something with a kiosk or a machine. Like it's just stupid.
It's happening. It's gonna happen either way.
Which
by the way, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I think they changed our McDonald's to a fancy McDonald's. No. I think they did. I saw the touch
like uncomfortable one.
Yeah, I saw the touch screens in there.
No, like uncomfortable
like wait
McDonald's.
and bring you butter at your table.
I think they did. I think they changed it to fancy
Don't
McDonald's.
like that.
Yeah.
I'm done with McDonald's, I guess.
But then it's one of these things because I hate these people. I hate people who are like, oh, it eliminates jobs. I'm like, okay, because these jobs are really only designed for people, young kids who are just getting into the workforce, and elderly people. And if you are one of those people fortunate to move up into management, you no longer work unskilled. You have management skills and you're doing that. That's different. But like these people who sit there and say like, oh, they're eliminating these jobs that don't require skill. Like you or I could go work at a grocery store. If we wanted to stock shelves, we could go do that.
I live for that.
But it's one of those things like, or like, and I, while I do feel for these people, is it my problem that you had no ambition? Like you chose a job where you could be replaced.
You know what though? Hannah from Wise, you got some ambition.
Because listen, and I say it all the time, we are all useful, but none of us are necessary. None of us are necessary.
Who'd you get that from?
Paul Brown.
Yeah, I was gonna say you just told me about that yesterday.
No, I didn't. It wasn't yesterday. It was like a week ago.
I hope Hannah from Wise sees this. Girl, hit me up.
Okay.
She's pretty. That's the only reason I let it slide.
Okay. I'm ready for a shot.
All right. Here, gentlemen, to episode whatever of 2 beers and a whiskey. Yeah.
What was that?
It burns.
What was that? On that note, break. Go for break.
Break time. See you guys in a bit. Watson, that was by far the worst whiskey I've ever tasted. That was the worst thing ever.
Was that rye? You said it was rye whiskey?
Yeah, pre-prohibition.
Was that the same stuff that was in our flasks?
No, I didn't give you guys whiskey.
You gave me Applejack.
I gave you both Applejack.
Actually, that wasn't bad. I didn't mind Applejack.
That's why, you see, because when it came to my groomsmen, I wasn't going to fuck you with something you didn't like. It was a genuine gift to show my appreciation. You ungrateful sons of bitches.
So when it comes to the
said I
show
liked
that we
it.
show to the world, that's
Oh,
where-
fuck
okay,
you.
yeah. Okay. Good to know. I'm glad I know where we stand.
All right, Watson, you're up for your topic.
All right.
Don't you fucking like this? It's good. Told you.
So I got married 2 weeks ago.
No.
Yeah. Do you remember it? Is the question.
I do. I remember.
I
Every second.
got some pictures of you upstairs that I thoroughly cherish. But no, we had an absolutely phenomenal day, and it started out.
No, you didn't. You had a terrible day, and it ended up well.
No, it was a great day. It was just a rough start to the morning, but the whole wedding was awesome.
I thought the day overall went well.
I thought it did too. Like once the wedding actually started.
Now, can I say, Watson, you had elite level groomsmen.
Yes,
You
I
did.
did.
Like,
I did, and I thanked all of
The
you.
level of work and efficiency, we were deadly efficient.
Every one of you too, which surprised me. Every single one of you.
We should start a business actually.
Yeah, we should be groomsmen for hire.
Rent a groomsman.
Because like when we went and set up those chairs, outstanding efficiency.
Yes. Yeah, and it looked great.
Crushed
Looked great.
We did crush it.
Yep.
We had 20 minutes to set those chairs up.
Is that what?
Yeah, we went in and out.
Yeah.
In and out. In and out.
150
Yeah, and
chairs,
that
20
looked
minutes?
that looked great, and it was a rough start to the morning. We were trying to get stuff done. We didn't get much sleep. We stayed up pretty late. And then it was just kind of like a fucking madhouse. Everyone running around trying to get stuff done. But it all came together well.
We did work.
I'll have everyone know that these guys were planned to wake up at 7 a.m. I'm the only one that woke up. I went and got a karate workout in, and then I came back, and everyone was still sleeping. And I was like, time to wake everybody up. Shook Corey, went up, got Robert up, yelled for Pedro. Come on, we have shit to do.
And we were. I'm telling you, we were like
We
a
crammed well.
well-oiled machine. And the only thing that was on the line was Vicky remembering us ruining her day.
Which is a lot.
Yeah.
That'll put you in the ground quicker than the Yakuza. We drank a lot.
Yeah, I didn't drink that much.
No, I drank. A lot.
You
I
shut the
drank
fuck up.
excessively.
We found out that Pedro does not like Jameson.
No.
That Captain Morgan makes Seth sad.
I cried a lot during the wedding. It just happened.
And that I'm awesome.
And that Watson's awesome. Because what kept happening was every time you'd wander by that bar, somebody would drunkenly go up and buy everyone shots.
Yeah.
It was a problem.
Yeah, I had a fucking lot of shots. Everyone wanted to do a shot with me, and as I'm talking, I was talking about this with my aunt and uncle today. She was showing me pictures of us doing shots, and I was like, I don't remember doing shots with you. And like everybody I'm talking to is like, we were gonna do shots. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get over it. Well, no, we did later. We all did shots.
yeah.
I'm like, oh well, fuck.
Yeah.
There was a super hot bartender named Taylor, and they poured a ton of Dollar Dance shots for Watson and Vicky, and too many. Because
Way too many.
People didn't drink all of them. So when I was at the bar, she had all these shots sitting there, and every time she walked by, she handed me another shot. Didn't even ask me. Just goes boop and walks away, and I'm like, jump down the hatch. I bet I had 20 shots.
Yeah.
I bet I had 20 shots of mixed between Fireball and Captain Morgan, and I was just slugging Fat Tire beers that whole time, and I just got so fucked up. And then I was like having a blast, and Robert's like, dude, you need to slow down. It's 10 o'clock. And I'm like, what? Come on. I looked at my thing, and it was 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
and I was like,
oh. we're in for a long night.
I thought it was like midnight. I was like, this is great.
Yeah.
Nope, it was 10 o'clock.
Yep. Yeah, I actually didn't have a drop of beer all night. I just did shots and that champagne we had.
That champagne was fantastic.
Yeah, I liked it.
No, but it was one of those things where it was one of the few nights where I've been able to allow myself just to get inebriated because I don't have to worry about driving.
Yeah.
I didn't care.
Yeah, I've never seen you that drunk.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Also, the day we went to the old corner, we walked
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, but I have to worry about driving. I will.
I feel like with that picture that ended the night that he was probably.
Well, that
more-
didn't end the night. I willed myself back away.
Oh, did you? Did you will it?
I took that picture, and then
You
Pedro.
move that extra foot and a half.
I took that picture, and then like 10 minutes later, Pedro came down the stairs. He's like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, because I went up there looking for a cufflink and passed out. And then in my head, like I think what happened was like I started dreaming about something, and I remembered about the cufflink, and then woke up. I was like, wait a minute.
Did you ever find that? Nope.
In the wind. Don't know
In
where it is.
In the one. It's on the lamb.
Somewhere.
So
No.
then I'm drunkenly at the bar, and Robert runs over to me and says, "The water main just broke."
Oh yeah, let's talk about that. So yeah, like we said, we found out that you don't like Jameson.
Don't like Jameson.
Kaplan makes him sad. We found out also that when I turn faucets on, the pipe fucking explodes out of the wall. And this is something that, as Seth reminds me on a daily basis, only happens to me. What are you guys talking about?
Nothing. Continue.
Go ahead.
You all right?
Yeah.
We done with the sidebar, gentlemen?
Yeah.
Pedro, talk.
I'm not saying anything. Go ahead.
You got me off of my fucking track.
Talking about the water main breaking.
Yeah, the water main broke.
Well, I had we were doing a sparkler send-off at 10 o'clock. So instead of throwing rice, people lit sparklers, and we walked down and got into our vehicle and left. I had to piss first. So I go to the bathroom with Robert and Pedro.
Yep.
Piss, we're laughing and talking, and I walk over to the sink as we're talking about. I don't even remember what we were talking about. Turn the hot water on, and you just hear this, and the fucking water's just a-spraying. It's the hot water side.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I yelled at them to get me some paper towels and try to...
Like, we're going to fix this, guys.
And it broke behind the shutoff, so we couldn't shut it off. And they gave me the paper towels, and we're trying to fucking stuff this pipe breaking. And we're just getting fucking scorched by this steaming hot water until someone pulled us out.
Robert.
Was it Robert? Pulled us out of there. And then, like, I remember getting pushed through a couple doors and then just sparklers, kissing Vicky and getting in the vehicle. And, yeah. But that water ran for 30 minutes, soaked down through the ceiling into the offices and then down into the basement. Took 2 pump trucks to pump out the building.
Dude, that's so wild and random. I can't believe that happened.
Yeah, and...
No, you can. You said this already. You can believe if it was going to happen to somebody, it would happen to me.
Yeah, because, because I forget which one of you said it in your vows, through bad luck or if bad luck finds us, and that's literally what
Bad luck was a-looking, and it fucking found us.
Yeah, because like, that's literally what was going through my head. I'm like, holy shit, they weren't kidding. Like, of all things.
Hey, we got our security deposit back, so...
Outstanding. I'm glad.
Dude, that's so wild that you got your security deposit back after the water main broke in there, you know?
Why you keep saying everything's wild? Why you being a cocksuck?
I'm not being a cocksuck. And by the way, a cocksuck is a good thing. We've been through this. If I'm a cocksucker, that's a bad thing. If you call me a cocksuck, I imagine that I'm pleasing you.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see that. Okay, fair enough.
But you keep saying it. Like,
you're doing what you did in the fucking cab up in Boston, isn't he? You know he is. Look at me. You look at me right now. He's doing it. And you won't make eye contact. So what's the joke? I want to laugh. I want to laugh with the boys. Come on.
Let's just say, Watson, there are certain secrets we have to take to the grave, my friend. That's all we're. It's for your own benefit.
it was a great wedding.
It was a beautiful wedding.
What happened?
Nothing. I don't know why you would imagine that me, Pedro, and Robert know some sort of clinical secret that you wouldn't know.
And
you were there the whole time.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be something weird to swear to secrecy about?
It would be.
Yeah.
Super strange.
Super strange.
But nonetheless, that's like a really random conversation to have in the middle of a wedding talk. But I had a great time with the wedding.
I had an outstanding time.
Yeah. I thought that the food was great, and the like I said, the bartender was super hot, which I had a great time with talking. I invited her back to watch the Conor McGregor fight
after the water main broke.
After the water main broke, and she promptly shut me down. So I tried to find her again, but I could not.
So with that being said, what were your thoughts the next day, Watson, when you woke up? How were you feeling?
Like my first thought?
Yeah.
Oh my God, my fucking head.
See, I wasn't hungover because
I was.
After Robert informed me that it was like 10, by 10:30, I was just slugging waters. I would drink nothing but water for the rest of that wedding. I was sobering up, and by the time we got back to the house, I was coherent enough to watch the fights.
I feel like I was borderline coherent. I was walking the line there.
I was fucked up. I was at the bed and breakfast reading a sign on how to fucking open the blinds, and I thought it was like a Robert Frost poem.
Yeah, move you.
Fucking made me
you
cry.
said it made you a little emotional.
Yeah, yeah. And then I sobered up about 2 or 3 a.m. Went back to fucking shovel water in my mouth so I could live, and read it again and saw it said blinds open by chains, and looked up the blinds. There's chains hanging out. I was like, well, fuck.
When do you get wedding pictures back?
That should be soon. It was supposed to be 2 weeks, so probably this
We
week.
had fun with your wedding pictures. I had a good time.
Yeah, we took some goofy pictures.
Yeah, the photographer was actually really happy with us. Said we were the best groomsmen she ever worked with because we actually wanted to take pictures.
See, we should really put our services out for hire.
We should. I'm sure there's some dude that has no friends getting married soon.
Like, listen, we'll be your groomsmen. We'll look really happy at your wedding. We'll be very charming.
If you give us alcohol, we'll be very happy.
Yeah, because we were. Did you join us for beers in between photos, Seth? Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because we were all just slugging beers in between photos at Corey's truck.
Were you?
I don't know if you knew that.
No, I didn't know that.
After the wedding.
Yeah,
What the fuck? Why didn't I get beers?
You were busy.
And you were like, "Oh, thank you for coming to my wedding."
Yeah, you were too busy. You were too busy thanking everybody.
As if you needed to actually tell people that, Watson, that you were thankful. You invited them.
Also, me and Robert were observing Seth because Seth was directing traffic with Kyle.
Yeah.
And me and Robert were in charge of escorting guests to their seats. The amount of karate poses I saw you do.
Oh, was he being that guy that like leans way this way and?
I don't think he was. I think he was just doing karate poses. I saw Kyle like directing traffic and Seth just directing poses. That's what I saw.
I was like kicking in the direction that you needed to park.
Because literally the second watch it,
douchebag.
throwing punches over here.
Literally the second we donned these tuxedos, Seth talked about how much he wanted to just start scrapping.
The Dapper Scrappers.
Yeah, the Dapper Scrappers. That's like literally we went to try on our tuxes, and at first he's like, I feel like I could scrap in these. That's literally the first thing. That
They
came out
were
of
very mobile, which is for a tuxedo strange. But I felt like I could
did
kick
you
some ass.
go the TJ Dillashaw route in regards to getting us tuxes? Like, did you plan for that, Watson?
Wait.
In case there was a brawl, did you plan out the
Would my groomsmen be able to get into a scrap in these tuxes?
No, I
defend my
don't
honor? Would my groomsmen be able to defend me if something came at me? And I would have defended you that day.
Well, that's very
Also,
nice of you.
I will commend you on your suit that Seth has knocked over like 6 times since we've been back.
Yeah, you could fucking hang it right in the way.
Because you looked like a Bond villain, and I respect that. It was good. I liked it.
Yeah.
Black shirt was a good call.
The hair sealed it.
Yeah, you did look like a Bond villain. That's a compliment.
Yeah.
Where like if you told me like there was a plot for you were gonna blow up the world, I'd believe you. I would have gotten a little scared for a little bit.
Kind of like a Lex Luthor.
No.
No.
Well, because now people think Lex Luthor and they think Jesse Eisenberg. Do you really want that?
No.
That makes me mad.
Right? See?
But then they called him Lex Luthor in the movie, but then he also explained that Lex Luthor was his dad.
Oh.
So there's two.
So they're trying to write themselves out of that, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I hate those movies.
Yeah. See, the one thing I took away from your wedding, Watson, is when my white friends offer me a shot, run.
Do you have any black friends?
No.
Okay.
Well, because I already know how that's going to go. It's going to be Hennessy. No, thank you. No, thank you. But my thing is, like, and what sealed this was I did a shot with Corey, and he bought us, I think, wild turkey.
That sounds like Corey.
Yeah, it sounds like Corey.
I was like, I took that, I was like,
The 101.
I don't know what it was. But basically, like when it went down my throat, I'm like, okay, you hate this. Don't look like a bitch, though.
Don't look like a bitch. You need to impress these men.
I was just like,
Oh, the bartender kept every time I'd go up
Looking
there, like
sexy.
she was handing me those freaking the dollar dance shots, and she's like, "You're the groom, drink these," and she like would give me 3 of them, and I'd be like, "I don't want these," and she'd be like, "Drink them."
Yeah, she was super. She didn't have to convince me much. I was just having fun looking.
She
at her.
had to me. I hate Captain Morgan.
I was just staring at her and being
And then
falling
that night-
madly in love.
Conor Khabib. What a card, boys.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
I wasn't super impressed with the whole card. I mean, the ending fight was fun, but like,
Well, Pettis breaking his hand was a little upsetting.
yeah, I was like, that's a shitty.
Did he
way
break
for,
his
yeah,
hand?
his corner threw in the towel.
Well, and that was smart. Where like, you don't want your fighter fighting with a broken hand.
Yeah, and I understand that. But then what fight came next? And I wasn't super impressed with it.
Wasn't I thought Pettis Ferguson false fouled by Khabib.
Yeah, I guess. I
Never mind,
don't know.
never
I don't
mind.
remember much, but I remember. I remember completely missing one fight because we were like talking about stuff.
Probably it was most likely the female fight.
Yeah, it was the female. No, we started with the female fight.
No, there was 2 of them.
Derek Lewis and
Well, you got KO'd right at the end.
yeah, that was a fine. I don't know. I wasn't really into that card that much, but the Conor Khabib fight I thought was interesting. Connor's didn't look himself, man. That was not the same Conor that knocked out Eddie Alvarez. He was flat-footed and he just didn't look like he wanted to be there. Slow.
I'll be honest, I enjoyed every second of it.
I still think 2015 Conor beats Khabib. I do. I think
That
that
doesn't mean shit at this point.
No, it doesn't. But
Because
I think,
all we're gonna be left with is Khabib sitting on top of Conor, hitting him. Let's talk now. Hit him with the elbow to
Yeah.
head. Let's talk now. Now what?
I don't know. I mean, I just think that Khabib's widely overrated. I really do. Even as he has one strategy, and that's to take people down against the cage. When he's not in that position, he's not a very good fighter.
But he cracked Conor and dropped him.
He cracked Conor because Conor was worried about the takedown. See, if you watch that punch again, could be
The fact is that he did it though.
He feints the takedown, and then comes up with he calls it the eagle punch.
So you mean to tell me like if I'm that good of a wrestler that you're worried about my takedown, my takedown game, and then I crack you and you drop, does that not add a new element where he can
TJ Dillashaw beats Khabib?
I don't think so.
I would guarantee it. I'd put money on it.
Okay.
They're never gonna fight.
No,
so we
I
can't
know.
actually put money on it, but I would bet that TJ Dillashaw beats Khabib. I think TJ's not only a better wrestler.
Whoa, stop.
I think he's a better striker too.
Stop. You're not allowed to be on the TJ bandwagon. Sorry. Nope.
I've always liked TJ.
No. You don't get that. No.
Just because I rooted for Cody.
Twice.
I rooted for Cody
Twice.
twice. That doesn't mean I don't like TJ.
Nope.
I watched. First off, bitch, I've watched TJ Dillashaw's career since he was on Team Lesnar in The Ultimate Fighter.
Okay.
I've seen TJ Dillashaw from the grassroots.
Doesn't matter.
Hey, you jumped on the bandwagon when he became champion.
No, I jumped on the back. Well, I guess technically when he beat Renan Barao, yeah, I was on the bandwagon. That was literally the first time I saw TJ.
I've always liked TJ Dillashaw.
Won't allow it. Won't accept it.
I don't care.
Nope.
I'm gonna
Because you were the one who were like you were Mr. Warbrandt and all this other nonsense.
I wanted Cody to win.
No. You don't get to be on. You don't get the TJ train. No.
You know what though?
No.
I also wanted Dominic Cruz to win against Cody Garbrandt. Does that mean I'm not allowed to be on the Garbrandt train? No, it doesn't. It does not mean that.
Listen, you picked the wrong train.
I'm gonna buy a Killshot shirt. Just to
No,
piss you
man.
off.
Nope.
It's gonna happen.
No, we'll stop.
I'll buy it
friends.
tonight.
Okay, you won't.
Yeah, I will.
You won't.
I
Go ahead, blow your money. Blow your money just to upset me. Go ahead.
He already blew it on a fucking Nerf gun.
I've spent $40 on a Nerf gun, and you know what?
Watson, you've used that Nerf gun a lot. I feel like you should.
Yeah. So shut the fuck up. You've had more fun with that Nerf gun than I have.
And I didn't have to pay for it.
Well, that Nerf gun has been a wonderful addition to this house. It's been
Chrono
fun all
loves it.
around.
Even Chrono loves
It's
it.
been fun everywhere. I do not regret that purchase.
Right.
And I'm gonna buy a Nerf gun for you, and I'm gonna beat you in one-on-one combat, just like Pedro did.
Oh, well, we can't talk about that.
Sure we can. It's a way out spoiler.
Oh God. But Watson, congrats, buddy. I'm glad you're married.
Thank you
very
very
happy
much.
for you. I think we got to the point where everyone was too drunk. Where everyone was very emotional at one point. Everyone was just hugging it out.
I never got emotional.
No, not crying. Everyone was just hugging it out and saying how much they loved you.
I cried in Watson's
I think you
shoulder at one
literally
point.
got that from generally.
You were
everyone.
crying on my shoulder.
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful sight.
And I thought you were faking it at first. And then I realized, Robert and Pedro are looking at me like this. And I'm like, oh, he's really crying.
Yeah, me and Robert established that, Watson informed you that he was signing custody of you over to me. And that's what made you emotional.
It was just the captain, man. The captain makes me sad.
Oh, my God.
It was a beautiful sight. We're glad you were happy for him.
Because I was, laughing at first when you were doing that. And then you were sobbing into my neck. Yeah. My neck was wet from your tears.
And then me, Robert, and Corey went on this drunkenly sing Sweet Caroline.
Yep.
I think that was literally
video evidence.
That was literally moments after that. It was a night of peaks and valleys. Mostly peaks for me. I had a good night.
I had a great night. I didn't have any.
Except you were stuck in the valley.
I didn't have any bad moments.
You were in the valley for a little bit. Also, let it be known that I abandoned you for someone who I thought said psychiatrist. They said psychic.
Yeah, it's like, and I believed her.
Me and Robert were like, beers. Psychiatrist, we're out.
I believed her.
What was this?
Oh.
She was calling out facts about me, and I was like, "How do you know all this?" And she's like,
"Oh,
psychic.
Kate."
Yeah. She goes, "I'm a psychic." Me and Robert, because I think Robert heard it too. I heard, "Oh, you're a psychiatrist? We're out. Beers. Let's go. We don't need to be here."
Yeah.
Nope. She said psychic. She was a great help nonetheless, though. By the way,
for all we know, we could have walked out. He could have been dead on the sidewalk. Could have left him with a serial killer.
that wouldn't have happened.
Would it?
The serial killer would have been dead.
Okay.
No, she had you at your weakest.
Yeah, you were vulnerable.
Sometimes I go out looking for serial killers.
Really?
I've yet to find one. But
Because
someday.
you do look in Lock Haven, so maybe.
Maybe that makes you the fucking serial killer.
You ever think you were looking for yourself? Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, the perfect crime.
There's a little window over there. If you want to look into it, I think you'll find what you're looking
The Lock
for.
Haven batterer. My face is gonna be on the papers. Fat man with mustache. All right, gentlemen.
The
Well,
Captain Crier.
Yeah, that was a fun topic. Now let's jump into my topic. And I think my topic might be a lengthy one. We got.
Do we want to do that before we take the break, or do we want to take the break now?
No, we got 8 minutes. That's totally fine. We'll just take a break in between.
We need more
this
beer.
topic. Yeah, we do need more beer. That was not appetizing.
Somebody can have mine. I don't want another one.
sacrifice myself to you. My topic is unexplained shit that's happened to you, like weird shit that's happened to you.
Oh man.
And I have 2 stories. One of which you're not gonna believe, and I know that. I've made peace with that, but I'm okay with it. And the second one is just a weird thing that I just cannot explain. So let's take a trip back 20 years, gentlemen. No, maybe like 17 years. I'm a little kid, laying in my bed. Not too little, maybe like 9, right? And I wake up. I always sleep on my side. I wake up and I see what I can only explain as a ghost, right? But it's like a full white person in all white clothes and almost like glowing. And it looked like they were looking out of a window that wasn't there. So you know where my door is, right? Right across from my door.
At your dad's house.
At my dad's house. Right across from my door is my desk. And there used to be not the desk there. My bed was in the middle of my room facing this way.
Okay.
So I was laying on my side. I looked up and I saw that. Now, normally, you would equate this to like a scary dream, right? A 9-year-old has a scary dream.
It wasn't sleep paralysis?
Nope, it wasn't sleep paralysis. I was able to move. And I haven't finished my story yet. So at this point, I wake up, I see it. I'm paralyzed with fear. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I used to have a cross hanging from my fan. I got up, grabbed the cross, like laid down with it. And like you think it's funny, but it wasn't funny. It was fucking horrifying. I was horrified. And I closed my eyes, right? And I just like waited for it to like go away. I know it wasn't a scary dream because I woke up with the cross. I was holding it. Not holding it, but it was like on my bed. I've never been able to explain it. So, there's one. And now, you're not going to be able to explain
And you're
it.
not fucking religious?
I'm not religious. I don't know what the fuck happened that
Maybe
night.
get religious real fucking quick.
It was
bud.
the weirdest. It's never happened again. It happened one time. And it was really weird because my dad built that house. It's not like a haunted house
Yeah,
or
there's
anything.
no way to be haunted.
Nope. So I don't know what the fuck that was.
I think
The
I have
hallowed ground.
I think I have a guess as to what happened.
All right,
as to why
hit me up, Pedro.
So with sleep paralysis, basically why sleep paralysis happens, your brain wakes up before the body like does. So it's almost like starting a car and the engine's starting, but like your body parts aren't quite awake yet. I think what happened to you is you were coming out of REM, but like your body was more awake. That's why you were able to reach up and grab a cross. But like your brain didn't quite turn off what registered as a dream and what registered as real. Where like you woke up and your eyes were open, but your brain's still in dream stage.
I've never
That's what I think
hallucinated as waking up though.
But
Like,
it's
Yeah, but
possible
that's
though.
sleep.
that's sleep paralysis. I didn't have paralysis.
But no, I'm
I
saying
was
like,
fully conscious.
I'm saying it's still possible because sleep paralysis, you're still fully conscious. Like your brain's up, but like again, your brain hasn't quite started everything where you stop when in your own brain, you're still dreaming. So like you could see that and be awake. Like that's possible.
Well, then what do we define as sleep paralysis? Without
When
paralysis, how long could that last? You know,
It
like
could last 10 minutes or 30 seconds.
am I walking around the house like hallucinating and shit?
No, I'm just saying. Listen, it happens.
God, I can't imagine 10 minutes being stuck in sleep paralysis.
It also looked at me when I
did.
sat up.
It's
Too. That was the
I think
scariest
you
part.
hallucinated.
I sat up.
Did it look
because
like just a person, or did it?
I can't remember exactly. It had a face. I know that. And when I sat up, it looked at me. Because I sat up and I was like, what the fuck is this? So I had enough focus to like try and like focus my eyesight and look at it. And when I sat up, it looked at me, wasn't interested, and went back to like looking out the window,
Wow,
which isn't there. The window's not there.
How insignificant are you?
I know, right? So that's when I grabbed the cross and I was like, what the
Well,
fuck?
because they say like
Never told anyone about that. That's
people who, cause I'm one who I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in the paranormal. I just don't. But they say people who believe in it, who have always believed in it, even as like kids, are more susceptible to having like visions and stuff like that, as to people who don't. So
I
like,
mean,
that
so-
could be a thing.
I would be inclined to believe your theory. That makes scientific sense, except it's never happened again. Or before that. It was a one-time thing, and I never forgot it. That's how much it like traumatized me. I never forgot it.
So wait, do you believe in ghosts?
I don't know. Because it's hard for me to say that I believe in ghosts. There's like a lot of... I'm like 50-50 on it. You know, like I don't know that was a ghost. It could have been a hallucination. It could have been a fucking alien in my room. Whatever.
Watson, do you believe in ghosts?
I'm like halfway. And were you down at Gettysburg that time?
I don't know. The time that fucking Davey pretended someone slapped him in the back.
No, that was me. And I didn't pretend. Nah, then I won't fucking talk about it.
No, go
Fuck you.
ahead.
No,
I'm just
no,
being
we're
an
good.
asshole.
We're good.
Fine. All right. Let's move on to my second story then.
All right.
I'm just kidding. Tell your fucking story. I was there for it. Pedro needs to hear it.
All right,
And so does the
so
world.
we're down at Gettysburg on the other side of Devil's Den, and we're walking up, and all of a sudden I
Bachelor
just...
party?
What's that?
Bachelor party?
No, we were just down there
This is
for
right
the
after high
weekend.
school.
And I'm walking up, and I felt something like hit me that was really hot on my chest, and it just freaked me out. So I kept running back down. We all kind of, everyone else was laughing and running, but we got down there and I said something hit me, and we pulled my shirt up, and there was a handprint on my chest.
Okay.
After going to that trip, I can never believe in Gettysburg Ghosts again. Because you know what these fucks did?
What?
They dressed up in their reenactment gear and pretended to be ghosts on the battlefield. That night.
Oh, like from a distance, so like it would be believable.
We ran across the road. You would have had to think. You would have had to been a moron to think we were ghosts.
But somebody did, and they
A
stopped.
lot of people did. They all took pictures.
Yeah. And I got horrible poison ivy because I wasn't going to be all weird and dress up in Civil War gear because I'm not weird like that. Watson is. But they're like, dude, you got to hide so they believe us. So I jumped over this rock and landed in bushes, right? Turns out the bushes were poison ivy. And I got a horrible poison ivy for like a month straight.
Davey and I ran across that one time that they were stopping, and we actually, there was like this little cliff we ran off of, and I'm falling, and then I hit the ground. I'm like, what just happened? And then boom, Davey lands on top of me. That was pretty funny.
He fell off a ledge. All right. Well, on that note, before I tell my second story, we're going to take a break, and we will be right back. So, gentlemen,
No, my throat's sore from yesterday.
I have a second unexplained thing that happened to me that I just remembered the other day.
Oh, so we just walk back into this?
Yeah.
Come back. Hello.
I'm game.
And this is more of a mystery. Maybe we can solve it. Jesus.
The fuck was that?
Okay, so about 3 years ago, I want to say, me and my ex-girlfriend pulled into the mall. It was late at night. It was dark out. It may have been not that late because it was wintertime. I was wearing a winter coat, right? My heavy snowboarding jacket.
Mm-hmm.
We get out. I'm in front of my car. I'm about to turn to walk towards the movie theater. All of a sudden, I hear a bang, like a bang or a crack. And
Crack a coon?
no, I don't know what that is. A piercing, burning pain right around my kidney.
Oh, did you think you get shot?
It was so horribly painful. I went down on my hands and knees. And I put my hand back there. I was like, wow. I was like
your spine?
it was like right here, like right around my kidney, right?
Not directly in the center.
No. And I put my hand back. I was like, I just got fucking shot. Someone just shot me. I put my hand back. I was expecting like blood to be all over my hands, right? Because it was like a crippling, piercing, burning pain from after a crack, right? Immediately I was like, I just got shot.
Did you smell gunpowder at all?
Nope. I turn around. There is a car slowly driving by. And it was driving out of the parking lot. Not that weird. We're in a mall parking lot, right? So I asked my girlfriend at the time, I was like, I put on my jacket and I was like, do you see any like anything on me? There was a huge welt.
Did you get shot with a paintball gun?
No, there was no paint. So here are my theories. Is that because I looked on the ground to see if I could see anything.
Maybe a rock? Maybe a tire pinched a rock?
That's one of my theories. Is that a tire pinched a rock, and that's where the crack and the pain came from. Never seen a rock fly like that. Like
That'd be impressive.
Yeah, I mean that's like a random ass weird accident. I was thinking maybe someone shot me with a BB.
How big is the welt?
I can't look at my.
I didn't know if she told you
No.
how big it was.
She said there was like a big red mark, but like
sniped.
yeah, like maybe someone shot me with a BB. Just the weirdest thing because it sounded just like a gunshot. It felt like I got shot. I went down like I was in a terrible amount of pain for about 30 seconds. And I felt that in my back, it was like slowly subsiding until I walked in. Almost like, how when you get shot with a pellet, it hurts for a bit and then like it subsides. That's exactly what it was like. It couldn't have been a pellet because I was wearing my heavy winter jacket. It wouldn't have hurt that bad. I'm at the point where it had to be either like a rock or I was thinking maybe like a bottle. Maybe ran over a bottle, blew the cap off and hit me.
Maybe.
But through a jacket, that'd be...
Yeah, it's impressive through a jacket.
I don't know. I've seen a truck run over a rock and shoot out a rock and dent a fucking water holding tank on a pad before, and like if that would have hit somebody, it would have probably fucking penetrated them. I don't know if it would have shot right through them, but it just, you heard a pop and then the ting and the dent on the side, and they're thick.
Yeah, it was like a crack.
I bet that's what happened to you.
I didn't hear a rock fall though. You hear rocks fall.
Yeah, but when you heard the crack, you're in adrenaline mode, and you just got hit in the back with that pain. You probably wouldn't have noticed it.
I thought I got shot. I really did. I was in such horrible pain, like crippling. So, I guess that's not that weird. Like maybe it could have been a rock or something. It is weird.
No, that is weird. I mean, that'd be
horrifying.
I take one observation from this.
What's that?
For a second-degree black belt, you're incredibly vulnerable. You should always be expecting it.
His two kryptonites, Rocks and Captain Morgan.
Incredibly vulnerable. Just throwing that out there.
It was something that I was watching the Haunting of House Hill the other night. I was like thinking about like any unexplained shit, and I just remembered that. I was like, that was fucking weird, man. Like, I completely wiped it from my memory. I forgot about it, and then I just remembered. So
this is bringing me back to a story. This is when I was living in Connecticut, and my parents say that like this was me just being hopped up on caffeine, but like it was one of the weirdest occurrences I've ever had happen.
I'm waiting.
Okay, so we had just moved in this old house in New Milford, Connecticut, and we went to the mall. I remember going to the mall. I went to the arcade. That was the first time I had Surge, like OG Surge, not this new millennial bullshit. Surge. Watson, that's a lot of whiskey in there, buddy.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, we went to Little Caesars in the mall. It was a great day.
OG Little Caesars.
Yeah, OG Little Caesars. That they were attached to every fucking big Kmart and stuff like that. So I went to the arcade, played Street Fighter cabinet. It was a great day. And then I remember when I got home, feeling pretty wired. I think I watched like SWAT Cats on Cartoon Network before I went to bed. Like I remember this day very vividly.
Okay.
And then like I remember not being able to fall asleep. And then like I remember hearing like creaks all over the house. Like I thought, but I thought it was
his senses were hyper attuned.
I thought like it was just my cat running around or whatever it is. But then like, you know, and I even had like a little night light, like one of those little like Febreze things that had a little light in it. So like, you know, the room was slightly illuminated. Like it wasn't like it was completely dark out. All my two dogs were sleeping in the room with me. Like I felt safe. Like I didn't feel scared. But then, like I'm staring outside of my bedroom because I couldn't sleep. I'm just like looking outside my bedroom because it was like pitch black. And all of a sudden I hear, "Hey!"
That's terrifying.
But like the weird thing is like the "hey," like the person saying it reminded me of one of my teachers. Like it felt like it was my teacher who said it. And he said, "Hey!" And I was like, so I get up, I get out of bed, and walk out into the hallway, and there's nothing there. And so I go back to bed, and then like it happens again. So I'm just
maybe your dad was drunk and fucking with you.
He wasn't even home.
Oh.
So it was like then I thought like it was my sister being a dick.
Mm-hmm.
But then like I went to go open her door, but like her door was shut. Like it was shut and locked. So like there was no way she could have ran to her room because her bedroom, like say my bedroom was here, her bedroom was there. Like I could see her door. Like there's no way it was her. And it was one of the things like around I think 5 a.m. I eventually fell asleep.
You were just up all night, like
yeah,
what
because I was like,
fuck?
what the fuck is going on? Like it was weirding me the fuck out. And then it never happened again.
Huh.
And
yeah,
I don't
super weird.
Yeah, because I didn't think it was a ghost. I was like, what the fuck?
See what this reminds me of? It reminds me of this. So we talked about sleep paralysis earlier. Mm-hmm. There's another thing, and it's got a really funny name.
You and I were talking about this.
It's called exploding brain syndrome. As you're falling asleep, some people have this thing that happens where it sounds like a gunshot is coming from the inside of their brain.
Okay. That'd be terrible.
And you don't believe me.
What?
You don't believe me?
No, I do believe you.
You believe? Okay.
Because I've heard of, there have been people who've had strokes and it's triggered, like the beginning of it is, that's why I asked you if you smelled gunpowder. Strokes and seizures have both started that way sometimes where they hear a gunshot.
Oh, yeah.
And then after seizures, a lot of times you'll smell like a burning, a gunpowder kind of smell.
Yeah. So it's like you're falling asleep and you're just about half asleep. And you'll hear like this, people are like freak out. Exploding head syndrome. Exploding head syndrome is a rare and relatively undocumented parasomnia parasomnia event in which the subject experienced a loud bang similar to a bomb exploding, a gun going off, or a clash of cymbals, or any other form of loud, indecipherable noise that seems to originate from inside the head.
Interesting.
And I was listening to this one podcast when I was out looking for different podcasts to listen to like years ago, and they were talking about it, and they said like it ruins people's lives because they can't fall asleep.
That'd be terrible.
So it's a recurring thing.
Sidebar: Vicky, your socks don't match.
Dude, life's too short to wear matching socks.
Just thought I'd point that because I saw Captain America and what
Life's too
appears
short
to
to
be
wear
Iron
your
Man.
own socks.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
fucking sock thief.
I see.
Like
I thought
a
you were going
raccoon.
for like a little Civil War
It's not on
vibe.
purpose, bud.
Like I thought she was like pulling subtle Civil War hints on us.
Mm-hmm.
I would have respected that.
That is
Okay.
what I was doing.
Okay. Just thought I'd point that out.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Respect that.
So, is there any other unexplained shit that's happening?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So again, a lot of these with this weird shit that happens to me seems to be at late night.
Mm-hmm.
So it was around 3 a.m. Was staying up way too late playing video games.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I'm one who I like to play video games with the lights off, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in the living room.
See, sidebar, I can't do that because I fall asleep.
No,
I'll get too tired.
It gets me right in there.
Okay.
Anyway, so I'm sitting there playing video games, and while like I'll say I was playing Sega Dreamcast really late. It was just like, really late,
Okay.
and all of a sudden, I had all the lights off. All the lights come on.
That's weird.
All the lights just boop, and I was
That's
like, oh
super
shit,
weird.
my grandma caught me. Nope, grandma was still in bed. All the lights just came on. I don't know why that happened.
That's super weird.
What I think happened, maybe no, because it couldn't even be a power surge. I still don't understand what happened.
Yeah.
Like usually if there's a power surge, all the lights go out.
Yeah.
But all the lights came on, and when I went to turn off the kitchen light, it wouldn't go off. It would. Nope.
I had a weird electronical phenomenon that happened to me, and this just sounds so ridiculous saying. But my dad used to have a treadmill in his house, and I was running on it. I was really young.
Yeah, run on the treadmill.
All of a sudden, because you know the treadmills, they have like
Yeah.
the LED screen where it shows you like how long you've been running and whatnot, how fast it's going, the setting it's on. I was running on it, and I was having a blast, whatever, and then the treadmill started going really, really fast. It went like max speed,
And then he fell.
and I picked myself up and put myself on like the side of him, like you're supposed to do.
Smart move.
And then it like beeped and it happened to screen F you, and it blinked like 4 times. And it was really strange, but that's the end of the story. Like there was nothing else to it. I was just like,
It said F you?
yeah, it said F you.
Like faulty unit or something like
Or
that?
like fuck you.
Fuck
Fuck
you.
you.
Fuck you.
But it may have been faulty unit. That would make sense. But I just thought that was like really interesting and weird. That's something that's happened to me.
That machine told me to fuck off.
Yeah.
Ooh. There's actually, well, I have one more.
Okay. Please tell.
And
we have
this
plenty of
one,
time.
this is one of those times like I stated before, like I don't believe in ghosts, and this would have been the one time where like you could have convinced me ghosts were real, like I was like because of what I thought I saw. So I'm out. This is when we lived on the penitentiary grounds.
Okay.
And
if there's any place there's ghosts.
so like I'm out walking my dog. It was like probably midnight.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually around this time. It was around this time, like almost, I guess, 12 years ago. I was like 16. And I'm walking my dog, and I'm taking her down by the training center. And we walk past a graveyard. It's called Boot Hill. Like there's a bunch of inmates buried in unmarked graves. Basically they'd bury them if their family wouldn't show up. They'd just bury them there and whatever. And we're walking, and like I could have sworn I heard the sound of chains, like behind me.
That's scary.
And I'm like,
That's like every horror movie ever. Starts
Yep.
like that.
well, I just heard like chains hitting the ground. I'm like, and I stop. I'm like, I didn't just hear that. And I kept walking. I hear it again. And like, I'm like, maybe it's one of the fucking guards fucking with me, because like sometimes like, living on the penitentiary grounds, like I knew all the lieutenants. Some like when my father was working overtime, they'd come in and check in. And sometimes they'd come in and bring pizza and hang out and like spend time with me and stuff like that. So I thought one of them was just fucking with me. But then, like, I turned around, I didn't see a truck, or I didn't hear anything. So I'm like, there's no way it could be them. And then, like, so I keep walking, and then, like, in the distance, I feel like I saw a guy wearing, like the typical 50s criminal fucking prisoner out, like, the stripes and like, a chain gang walking. Like, I thought I saw that. I'm like, okay, hang on. Like, so, and, like, I see this, but my dog is, like, usually they say, like, if there's something supernatural going on, your animal will react to it. My dog was fine. So I'm like, okay, either this dog is useless, or...
Dog's like, this is great. I'm having a blast.
Yeah, so, and it was one of those things, like... So I thought I saw, like, 2 guys running like with the chains, like, and I thought I heard it again. I'm just like, I'm walking like this isn't happening. And then like after I did that, I walked back, nothing. So I'm just like, was I just freaking myself out? Was I like just scared and didn't realize it, or did I see a ghost?
Sounds like you saw a ghost, buddy.
I don't think I did, because wouldn't I have seen it again?
No.
And then,
That's not how ghosts work.
But then, like, my thing is, like, where I struggle to believe in ghosts and, like, things haunting things. Like, you see all these movies and stuff like that where, oh, this demonic presence is here to haunt you. Like, what'd you do to it? Like, is it your fault that thing got killed horribly?
It's just
No.
angry. Just pissed off.
At who?
Anything, I guess.
Like, wouldn't you haunt the person or the family that killed you? No?
The theory is that they're tied to a specific location. Because, like, maybe a piece of clothing or an item they had is still in that place.
Maybe. But then, like, my thing is, like... And this is me trying to think maybe ghosts use logic. Or do you just, like, I have a hard time believing, like, if you passed on and your soul was, like, a wicked soul or whatever, it was, like, you got murdered and you're not okay with it, you're restless, do you then take it on the people who, like, okay, they've sold your house? Do you take it on them?
I think you're assuming that ghosts would be conscious.
Yeah, but...
Like they would have some sort of intelligence. I think...
But, like, they're making the conscious decision to do that.
What I imagine is that a ghost is pure emotion. Right? If someone died in, like, rage or fear, then that's what a ghost would...
That's the emotion that was left behind.
Yeah, that's what a ghost would emanate, is like rage or fear or something along those lines.
Because like you
don't hear anybody getting killed by ghosts; they're just terrified of ghosts.
Yeah, but because you ever watch these dumbass shows where people like we pay people who come in and explore the paranormal.
Oh well, yeah,
That's all fake shit.
There's a new show on. They're real places though.
Sidebar though.
They are real.
Sidebar. Did you see the one they did on Cell Block? It's on YouTube.
No, I didn't see that.
It's hilarious.
There's a lot of them on the Eastern State Penitentiary though.
Yeah,
and they have a
which we need to go do that.
I would love to go do that, but we don't have time. We have no time to do that.
Yeah,
that would be our only.
Like I feel like if we could,
our only time to do that would be 2 weekends from now. But there's no way it's gonna happen.
2 weekends from now.
Yeah, because I work next weekend and the weekend after that. We have to travel all the way to Philly. I've done it before. It's pretty cool.
Don't you have vacation you can put in?
Yeah, but
and there's also this place in like West Virginia. There's like a haunted asylum.
I believe that weird shit's happening. I mean, I think we think that we have a grasp on our universe and the rules that apply to us,
and we probably don't know a fucking thing.
We don't know anything.
Now, can we do TBAW explores the paranormal? Can we do this?
I'd love to do that
because like in Pennsylvania we have, and especially local to us, we have Katie's Church. In exchange,
guaranteed Watson brings his gun to try and shoot a ghost.
No, he does. He's not that stupid.
He's like, I'm fucking ready, man.
I think
I got a gun laced with salt.
Where's the other haunted place that's famous around us?
Alice's grave in Williamsport.
What? I've never heard of this. Explain. Is it in a graveyard?
It's a lady. I'm trying to remember the story here. It's a lady that I think died in a plane crash
in Williamsport.
No,
well, there's an airport. I don't know why.
The one you mean the flight?
No, that's a Montoursville thing.
That's also Williamsport.
This is from like 50s. She died in like a plane crash
in Williamsport.
No, I don't think in Williamsport. She lost her head, and her body was brought back without a head. I think that's what happened. I have a really cool book. It's called Weird Pennsylvania, and it's not just ghost stories. It's like all kinds of like weird shit that's in Pennsylvania. Like there's a Gravity Hill in Pennsylvania and different stuff like that. For which Gravity Hill, I don't know if you guys know, is a phenomenon that happens when there's a hill that seemingly goes uphill, but things roll up it. Yeah. It's weird. So maybe that's something we could check out one day or something.
Because here's the thing that people from Central Pennsylvania, the obligatory thing they will tell you is what about Central Pennsylvania in regards to the occult or the paranormal? What do you think?
I've never heard any of that.
What's the first thing someone usually brings up? It's a town that starts with a C.
Centralia?
Yeah.
I think that's just a weird... It is kind of like a creepy place, though, right? Like,
but there's nothing to support that.
I mean, it's just this weird abandoned town.
Yeah.
I think any ghost
when they made because like now when they made Silent Hill,
they based it off.
Yeah, and that's literally now that's the claim.
Was the game based on that?
Yeah. Well, the
I don't think
the location was.
I thought it was the movie.
The movie was.
I thought the game was.
Because the movie based Silent Hill on like this town that had was like burned. There's like ashes falling down and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I don't think the game was. The game is missed. It's missed,
Yeah.
and the reason, fun fact, the reason the game is missed,
fog distance,
is because of the view distance that they couldn't get it to work on the PS1. So they put fog around so that the PS1 could load the terrain behind the fog.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Developmental technique. Yep. Learn more about that on Alpha Nerds. See that?
But also, just one final story, which is more of a funny story, is if you ask Robert what the most scared he's ever been in his entire life, I bet he tells you this story. I used to live in a house in Jersey Shore.
Just a house downtown?
Yes, it was a house downtown. Very old, very weird house. There was like a tunnel in the basement and stuff like that we never explored because it was really creepy.
Damn it! What a missed opportunity.
Yeah, it was like it wasn't even
bitch.
like a tunnel. It was like a dugout tunnel. Like someone dug a hole.
What if that could have been like a speakeasy and you would have found all this old liquor that
It
we
was
could have
like-
sold
dude,
for
no,
hundreds of thousands of dollars?
It was real scary. We had like a dirt basement. It was a basement that had one of those opening doors, like you open from the
It was
bottom.
probably a
and then walk down.
speakeasy, dude. I guarantee.
I went down that basement like 4 times because it was so weird. Anyway, this house just had like bad muju.
Juju, bro.
Juju.
Muju. What the fuck is Muju?
I don't know.
It's juju,
Muju
but
is.
male. Bad juju. And like anyone that ever came to my house, they always explained to me like how creepy this house was. It was just like, and it wasn't like inherently creepy. It was just like this weird fucking sensation you got when you were there. And outside my door to my room, there was this hallway. It led to the attic, and there was also like a second staircase that curled around and went down to the kitchen. It was a really nice house. It was beautiful. My mom did a great job with it. But Robert, of course, being there all the time, also had that bad juju feeling. And especially in that hallway outside my room, that's where it was like really there. You felt it. And one day I thought it would be funny, and there was a vent from the kitchen up to my room.
Oh God.
And I went up and I was like, Robert. I was like, where are you? I kept saying like some weird shit, and Robert walks down just white as a ghost. Dude, just white as a ghost. He's like, dude, did you hear that?
What a pussy.
I told him immediately it was made. He's like, oh, dude, I was fucking freaking out. Can you hear like, Robert saying that? It's like, I was about to run out of this bitch. Like, just, I was freaked out.
Dude, but I seriously think your basement was more than likely a speakeasy where, like, during Prohibition and stuff like that, like, all over this area, there's a bunch of undocumented like places that they made liquor in. And that,
Regards of Prince Farrington.
so I really think you missed an opportunity to get rich.
Did you ever read about Prince Farrington in the area? You need to do that.
Oh, nah.
No, you do.
I'll watch the
You'll-
YouTube video.
You'll like it. Or that, yeah.
Maybe.
Because it just makes me wish that you still had that house, because we'd go look now.
It was
you
like,
know how I am when you tell me things are haunted.
And his moonshine's worth a lot of money.
it was a tunnel, maybe
Yeah, that's all
this
you need.
big.
That's all they were.
you had to crawl in it.
I guarantee you that's probably what they did. Or
I mean, that's a generalization. It could have been a number of things.
or dead bodies.
You just want it to be. You want it to be a speakeasy, and so do I. Great. Because I'll tell you what Prince Farrington did, and he was the high retailer of this area that produced it. Very famous man, very rich man. He made moonshine with maple sugar.
Yeah.
And there are still undocumented locations. Every few years, people find stuff, and it goes for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Find cask or hollow trees and shit that stuff's buried in. And
See?
he had the market quartered in this area.
And this is where you fucked up.
Anyway, I'm
You fucked up.
sure someone's explored it by now. I mean, like, mom's got rid of that house.
How would you feel this
10
week
years
if you
ago.
saw it comes up like stash found, local family becomes billionaires? Well, fuck.
I mean, there's a very low chance that's what that was. It could have been anything. Like, it could
Or
have been
there-
like
yeah,
no,
could've been
my other thing is bodies. So probably murder.
it was a very, very, very old house. Like that. Like people underestimate how old South Main Street is on Jersey Shore.
I love
There's-
old houses.
There's mansions in Jersey Shore that are you like.
Pre-Victorian.
Yeah, like have just been fallen to shit. Like there's this one house on South Main Street, Jersey Shore, and it is massive.
The yellow one?
The blue one,
Right next to the yellow one.
right next to the yellow
the Victorian house.
Yes,
Yeah.
and the owners have just let it fall to shit.
And it
That's
has so
sad.
much potential.
Yeah, dude, that house is massive, and it's got like 5 floors, and it could be gorgeous. But no
Because
one
my
puts any
dream
money
is to
into it.
own a Victorian, and there's a story where I almost ruined my life. Where like when I was living in Shamokin, there was this old Victorian that needed work, and they were selling it because Shamokin's a shithole, so they're selling it for like $50,000. Like I remember touring it, and I was gonna take out a loan and buy it because like my dream, I would love to own an old Victorian. I love old homes, and I was doing the math. I'm like, Can't afford that. Bad move.
That sucks.
Bad move.
Yeah, I remember you were asking me if you should get a house loan for it or
Yeah.
something like that. You were talking.
Yeah, I
about
was thinking about it. I wanted to own my own Victorian mansion. Wanted to own a castle.
Yeah, but then you gotta heat it.
Yeah. Again, then I was like, yep, nope.
There's another really big house in Jersey Shore which Watchman was talking about, where someone decided to paint a bumblebee yellow.
That's fucked up. Can we buy a T-ball mansion? Anyone? No.
Maybe.
No, let's buy an old Victorian.
Dude, I bet that house
T-ball.
in Jersey
Restores
Shore
homes.
goes for less than $100,000. That blue one.
Oh yeah, and it's worth so much.
If you
money.
fix that house up, it'd be I bet $1 million.
You'd have to fix it back up to original specifications. Keep
Let's
it
do it.
historical.
T-ball buys a
Yeah, I
house.
bet even if you didn't, you'd get a ton of money out of it.
Yeah,
if
but
you
I mean
fixed
to get it prime, and actually when I worked in the oil field, there's a town up north towards Bradford called Custer City.
What?
Custer City's the name of this place, and it's a Victorian town, or at least the only part of it I ever saw was all Victorian. There's brick road, like the road going through the town was all brick, and every house was a Victorian style house. And it all looked, the only thing that looked not Victorian were the cars, the vehicles. So I don't know if the city had an ordinance where you had to keep it, to live there, you had to keep it traditional. I never heard of the
That's
place
interesting.
before, but it's a beautiful place.
Isn't it a shame that there's all these mansions in Williamsport that
Yeah,
have been-
Millionaires Row and like what's happened
that
to
have
it.
been broken down into like poor apartments and stuff like that?
And the sad part is like, I just wish like they'd price out all the poor people. Like, I wish they'd gentrify that.
It'd be amazing.
I'm a big fan of gentrification.
Me too.
Because
Strong
like,
survive.
well, it's just like, you know, not that I want to have a gentrification topic on like the last 3 minutes of the show, but like I just feel like because when you see old homes and stuff like that, and then you see them go to shit, it upsets me.
Yeah, dude, the Millionaires Row is.
I would love,
gorgeous
I would
area.
love to own a home like an old home like that, just because I think
Also,
they have so much character.
one of the worst parts of Williamsport.
Yep. Gotta clean up.
Yep.
Clean up our city. We need Green Arrow.
We need a Daredevil, I think. Green
No.
Arrow's a little too
No.
nice.
No, because I feel like
Like
with-
season 1 Green Arrow, maybe.
yeah, where like imagine we get a guy during archery season,
Yeah.
and he goes, "You failed this city."
He just hangs out on 4th Street and just shuts.
You know, I'm a little shocked that
What if I'd be the devil's advocate here and say we need a Wilson Fisk?
Okay. Yeah, I'm also
to control
okay
the
with
crime.
that. Yeah, you know what? I'm okay with that.
Two different sides, same result.
I like Wilson Fisk.
Wilson Fisk. I could be Wilson Fisk.
Are you gonna train your body where like you look fat but you're really just shredded?
Yeah, I remember watching that episode. There was an episode of Amazing Spider-Man on the original cartoon.
You're like this fat slob.
And
How's
he
gonna
picks
fight?
up Spider-Man. He goes, approximately 2% of my body is fat. Let me show you what the other 98% is. And he squeezes the life out of Spider-Man. He's like, oh no. Yeah.
Did you see the new season advertised?
Yeah.
Like he looks like classic Kingpin.
Yeah.
Like he's got the
can't
white
wait.
with the black
Shout
shirt.
out.
It's out. The Daredevil
Yeah,
season
it's
3.
out. Shout out. I think Bullseye makes an appearance.
I can't wait to watch it tonight. I'm probably gonna watch it tonight.
Is it gonna be Colin Farrell again?
No, we're not that lucky.
Dude, as a kid, I loved those movies.
Yeah, and then
I like
rewatch
Daredevil.
them now. Terrible.
No, I'm okay.
Ben
I watched
Matt
the
Murdock.
highlights from the Catwoman movie,
And you're like, holy fuck, what?
That basketball scene you showed me.
That's
God.
literally one of the worst film thing. Like whoever filmed that, like needs to. You need to be you need to
who
be ashamed
just
of yourself.
decided they'd make a Catwoman film with Halle Berry? I'm like,
I mean, listen, you
That's
get
like
Halle Berry in all leather. I get it. Listen, I'm in.
but it's like not true to the source material
Oh
whatsoever.
no, fuck no.
It's just like at least Daredevil was like a little true to the source material, you know? Didn't they make 2 Daredevils?
No, we got an Elektra film. We got Daredevil, then Elektra.
They tried to start an MCU back in the day. The Daredevil verse.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
Whoops.
what. That the show Daredevil's phenomenal.
Oh, it's a great
Oh,
show.
All right. Well, that was this episode of T-Ball. I think we had a good show, gentlemen. I think we did good.
You guys want some whiskey for?
Nope.
Nope.
Just a little bit.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And share us with your friends. We'd appreciate it. We definitely need some help.
And last thing, there's a reason why Robbie Amell still can act.
What's that?
I was watching the Crisis on Earth X. I told you I went back into the Arrowverse, and they on Earth 10. No, they had a flashback or some
Better
shit.
hurry up, buddy.
They had a flashback or some shit. That's when I stopped watching. When he appeared on screen, done. The Great Equalizer, Robbie Amell.
All right, guys. Until next time, you're welcome. Hit me up, Hannah.